Let me take you through our temperature anomalies moving through this weekend. This is crazy, and I can't believe we're now basically confirming this. We're 60 hours out. Widespread, 30 to 40 degrees below average. Minnesota, the Dakotas, Iowa, portions of Missouri, Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, portions of Pennsylvania, Kentucky, Tennessee. Guys, this is insane. This is extremely cold air for early in December, and I'm going to show you what the actual temperatures will be here in a second. The coldest of this air arrives Friday afternoon, Friday night. It's starting to push down into the Ohio Valley Saturday, and then Sunday it's pushing all the way out there towards the coast, and Monday it's still lingering around. Tuesday, some of that cold air starts to move out, and then Wednesday, this is when we could see a little bit of a warm-up beginning for much of us across the states, not just the west, but this warm air pushing out east. So how cold are we going to be? Well, let's push forward here. I'm going to show you the actual temperatures, not the feels like yet. So actual temperatures as we get into Saturday morning, we're looking at widespread negatives up here. You can see Minneapolis, -12, trying to get down to the negatives in Chicago. Now we push this a little bit farther forward into the weekend, and this is actual temperatures. We're seeing negative temperatures moving down into central to southern Illinois, trying to push down towards St. Louis into Indiana, potentially northern Kentucky. Now, let me show you what the feels like temperatures are here. And yeah, you're seeing this correctly. We're almost getting negative feels like temperatures down into Nashville with the latest Euro. -24 degrees in Chicago, -31 in Minneapolis. Look at this cold air. We're talking about -25 in Des Moines, -9 to -12 degrees potentially in this region here, St. Louis. So just extremely, extremely cold air. Let's push out towards the east. Almost getting into the single digits in the Outer Banks. We're feeling like we're 24 degrees in Tallahassee, Florida, potentially around 15 degrees in Atlanta. Getting into our feels like getting into the negatives in Pittsburgh. We move into Monday morning, which is really going to be the coldest out here. Our feels like temperatures down in Tallahassee, Florida are trying to get down to 22, 21 degrees. You can see almost getting into the single digits along the coast here. We have negatives widespread, feels like temperatures up here in New England, and then almost single digits from New York City down through Philly and then out there towards DC and Baltimore. Crazy, crazy cold air. We could be feeling like we're 15 degrees in Atlanta, Georgia. So especially mid-December. You can get this later in January. Coldest day of the year on average is January 20th, but this is going to break some records, if not a lot of records. And this is what's going to help potentially allow some of that snowfall to fall near the mid-Atlantic and New England coast with this system over the weekend.